Hey everyone, this is David from the Retro Computing Roundtable, and we're here at my house. And I'm going to give you a quick tour of where I do the podcast and my collection. But I want to start off with something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. This is my 10-year-old minivan, and I've been wanting to place some stickers on it. Wave to the neighbors. So I'm going to put some Apple stickers on my van, what I've been wanting to do for a long time. The van could use a good wash. But first we'll clean the area. Current Apple. This is an old sticker. Right. Alright, so now I'm going to show you a little bit of my collection. Unfortunately, I don't have a beautiful museum or it's all laid out, but I did put out a few of the things here on some tables in front of my garage. I'm in the process of cleaning them, cleaning the garage, making tough decisions about what to keep, what to get rid of. I'd like to be able to spend some time playing with some things, not them collecting dust inside a garage. So anyway, you can see here's a very nice Amiga 500, which I've tested recently, runs very well. Commodore 128, Atari 600 XL. This is just the bag for this PowerBook 1400. So we have a variety of, pulled out the laptops because they're easy. Here's a Brother GeoPad, which is kind of neat. Another PowerBook, a couple of Commodore 64s, my Apple II Plus. This is an old, mid-90s Intel satellite. Nothing too special, but still interesting. A couple of late 80s laptops, kind of interesting. Zenith and a Leading Edge. Classic Mac Plus. Here's my oldest 512 in its bag. One of my favorites and oldest in my collection, the SX64 Commodore, an Apple IIe. And then a TRS-80 Model 4P for portable. And if you look closely, you can kind of see, like a lot of the Apples do, the Tandy too, you can see how much this has started to discolor right here compared to the rest of the beige. It's just whatever the part that's exposed to air. See, because this part sits in here, so this is the part that gets exposed. Just really starts to discolor after a long time. So now let's move in here. It's messy. Can't show you too much. But here's my garage. Some Commodore 64s on the floor here. An iBook and an eMate down here. I've got a box, I have a bunch of handhelds, which I don't know where they are at the moment, but they're put away. Here's a stack of computer shoppers. Another one over there. Another iBook. Here's an Amiga with 1200 with a hard drive. Some Mac Weeks down there. So come in here, and if you look right over there, so here's some keyboards. That's my eye opener internet appliance down there. And come up here to the black machine. That's the Canon Navigator and Apple IIc with the display. Kind of in there is a Tandy 1000. Here's an all-in-one. What is this? It's not a G3, so it's a Motorola 040, 550 class, whatever Mac, all-in-one. There's a Mac clone, miscellaneous displays. Here's a bunch of Macs over here. My 2CI, that works. Let's see. Here's some other miscellaneous toys. And down here. Here's a Graphite G4 with a matching display, which is very cool, and I have put OS 10 beta on that, the closest thing I can get to the next operating system. Here's a 2GS, TI-99-4A. There's the redesigned Commodore down there. So you can see stuff, whoops, sorry. Other miscellaneous, some other toy collection stuff. Here's some more I'm working with actually, so it's a Commodore 64 software. Here's a what's called an REU, a RAM expansion unit for Commodores. Some other miscellaneous. Here's a disk drive with accelerator. Here's some Easy Big Oven Pans. that doesn't go with vintage computing. Some other little software for my my work slate is called. It's a little software on this micro cassette. Some more of that over here. What's that? A Franklin Rex little organizer. It's kind of neat. Let's see over here. There's a Dragon Tano, which is a color computer clone, pretty neat. And that's a, going blank here, what is that? An Amstrad PC6400. All right, now we're in my office, and this is my studio, my office. This is where I do the podcast. You'd think I could clean it up before we started filming, but you know what? I don't have time, and I've got to do this little film clip here, so boy, I need to clean up. Here's my bookshelf, and some of my other interests up here is I'm a big Star Trek, Star Wars fan, and I'm a fan of Walt Disney and theme parks, especially the Haunted Mansions. Here's the California Haunted Mansion and the Florida one, a couple of toys. A big shelf of my books and magazines over here. I'll get out of the way. All about computer history. And then a bunch of stuff all over here. Actually, don't go on the floor. And then if you look over here, so here's my desk. So let me come over here. So this is where my laptop would go. My backup, should always have a backup. Here's my microphone, my headset, the pop filter. What a mess. But it functions. If you look over here, here's some more books and magazines. Here's something, a little collection of mine are stuffed computers I started some years ago. So this is a stuffed iMac. This is a little eBay computer. This is called a Smack-A-Mac, which is actually kind of rare and hard to get. And then these are two stuffed computers that myself and my wife actually made 10 years ago at MSI and Altair. Here's some of my VHS tapes, which can't get to watch those too much anymore. What else can I show you? Oh, here's part of, usually on the wall, part of my Steve Jobs collection, if you will, some pictures. Let me show these off. So here's a real stock certificate of the Walt Disney Company, because there's a tie-in, of course. Pixar, which then Walt Disney Company purchased, making Steve Jobs as the single largest shareholder before he died, now his wife. So this is very collectible. And then, of course, they one share of Apple computer, which this piece of paper is worth about, what, $600 now? So that's pretty neat. What else can I show? Just, I like old radios, and hey, look, another Star Trek thing. But this is where I do the podcast, and hopefully I'll get it more cleaned up soon.